This committee has heard this driver's license issue many times, and so I will be very brief with respect to the particular focus of this measure. And what it does, it tries to decouple the notion of loss of driver's license for failure to pay. In other words, it's all about the issue of paying for your liberty. You should pay in society for the wrongs that you commit, but you should not have to pay for your liberty. We have a witness here that will testify very briefly in a compelling case that makes the point. I ask for your support of this measure. Please.
Hi, my name is Vilia Duenas. I am from Los Angeles, Van Nuys, California, and I support SB 881. When I was a teenager, I got some juvenile tickets that suspended my driver's license, and I could not pay. Because at the time I was a minor in school. Since then, I've been arrested 3 times for driving without a license. On a suspended license, for each time, I've been given 3 years of probation, fines, and jail time. The first time I was sentenced to 149 days in jail. I served 7 days of those jails due to overpopulation. I served 7 of those days due to overpopulation, away from my family and kids. Jail was very uncomfortable and miserable place to be. As a mother of 2, the last thing you want to do is take time away from your kids to spend a few days in jail. And for someone that's never been in jail or committed any type of crime or felony, I can say it was very overwhelming, stressful place to be. Under all that, depression starts to kick in into the point where you feel like the walls are closing in on you. The second time I was sentenced to 30 days in jail. My sentence included over $2,000 in additional fees, and which I cannot afford to pay because my driver's license suspension is preventing me from finding a stable job. Due to my multiple tickets, they have converted into a felony. The last time I was arrested, I was sentenced to 39 days in jail, 9 days extra. I converted them into jail time. Having a suspended driver's license has a very negative impact on my life due to the fact that I can personally not take my daughters to or doctor's appointments without having to work around a family member's schedule to drive me around. To do my daily errands. On top of that, On top of all that, it's hard to hold up a job when you're not able to transport yourself. Don't get me wrong, I do believe in buses and trains. But when I was a minor, I suffered from Bell palsy that caused me to have a nervous problem. I tend to panic around loud and crowded places. Now you can imagine how it's jail for me. So please vote SB so that you guys can help stop this from happening to anybody else in any community, anywhere else. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a very compelling story, I will say. Again, I would note, no opposition that we know of.
Okay, I'll keep it really quick. I'm Brittany Stone-Cipher from Legal Services for Prisoners with Children. This bill is about, as Senator Hertzberg said, decoupling license suspensions from failure to pay or appear. So right now we have a 2-track system where this is not about driving safety. Someone who gets a ticket for rolling through a stop sign or jaywalking or sleeping on a sidewalk and who could hypothetically pay for that, pays it and is done, doesn't get their license suspended. But someone who can't afford to pay has this additional punishment of having their license suspended without there being any kind of adjudication.
Madam Chair, Mike Carroll with the Western Center on Law and Poverty. We're a co-sponsor of this measure, and we strongly urge your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Glenn Backus, Drug Policy Alliance, in support.
Khalif Assagai, California Public Defenders Association, in strong support.
Natasha Minsker, ACLU of California, co-sponsor in support.
Kim McGill from the Youth Justice Coalition, we're in strong support.
Maritza Galvez, Youth Justice Coalition, strong support.
Alex Kaplan on behalf of East Bay Community Law Center, strong support.
Dennis Cuevas Romero on behalf of the California Attorneys for Criminal Justice and the California Latinas for Reproductive Justice, in support.
Jackie Wong from the National Center for Youth Law, in support.
Brian Arredondo with anti-recidivism, in full support.
Jennifer Kim with the Ella Baker Center, in strong support.
Thank you. Are there speakers in opposition to the bill? Seeing and hearing none, this bill is obviously long overdue, given what happened here. Is there a motion on the bill?
Madam Chair, I'd like to move the bill, and if you will be amending the bill going forward, please do add me as a co-author.
Thank you, sir. It'd be an honor.
Thank you.
Okay, please read the roll.
Hancock?
Aye, and I was going to ask the same thing. I would like to be added as a co-author.
Thank you so much.
Forward.
Hancock, aye. Anderson? Glazer? Leno? Aye. Leno, aye. Liu? Monning? Stone?
Thank you,
We will hold the roll open for the absent members, and I want to thank you so much. I hope that you can, that you will find that by telling your story, you've kept this from happening to other people. It's very important.